My name is Mikaela Thompson. I am from Weston, Massachusetts, which is just outside of Boston. For my undergraduate degree, I went to Harvard and I got my bachelor's in the neuroscience track of psychology. I first was exposed to sports psychology pretty early. I did gymnastics for 11 years, and one of my gymnastics coaches was a sports psychologist. And so I was fortunate to not only recognize the importance of sports psychology and the mental side of athletics early on, but then to have that as a resource. And so for me, going through athletics, I was always really aware of how important the mental side of sports were, and I always had an interest in psychology, but didn't have an opportunity to pursue the combination of sports psychology during my undergraduate career, and so that was something I was really interested in learning more about and pursuing through a master's degree after I graduated. Sports psychology really is kind of understanding the performance psychology applied to sport. And so a lot of the skills that we learn in sports psychology are really transferable to anything, any career, any area where you have to perform, whether that's, a physician having to perform in high stress situations, or whether that's someone having to perform, at their job. And so I knew that regardless of where my career plans took me, I'd be able to use what I was learning in sports psychology. And our program does have a big counseling focus as well. And so kind of a lot of the skills I've learned through that of, how to talk to people, how to listen, how to really kind of have those client helper relationships have been really helpful too. And I know in any field where people are, where you're working with other people. Transition to grad school has definitely been an adjustment in a lot of ways. For me, I was a student athlete in my undergrad as well, so it was also not only transitioning to grad school, but also transitioning out of being a student athlete, and so that just comes with its own process as well. And so I think for me, a lot of it's been adjusting to graduate course load, and then also adjusting to having a very different schedule. And a lot of us in grad school also have other jobs too, so kind of balancing our academic requirements and our academic commitments, as well as our whatever we're doing for our work or for assistantships. And then on top of, we have a very applied program and also a research track. So then balancing, for me, I'm actually doing a little bit of applied work and a little bit of research. And so it's kind of finding that balance between everything. So for me, I've really enjoyed being able to get applied experience through our program. I'm currently working with a couple different teams at UK, and so I'm working with some smaller, more individual sports. So I've mostly been meeting one-on-one with athletes and kind of working with them through whatever it is that they want to work on. And so it's been a really rewarding and awesome experience for me to be able to apply what I've learned so far through my graduate program, and then also on an interpersonal level to be able to connect with these student athletes, to be able to help them through whatever it is that they're facing or whatever it is that they're struggling with, and to try to help them perform better or get through those challenges. And so I've really enjoyed being able to make those connections, connecting with the coaches as well, and kind of the whole team community has been really rewarding and nice to kind of really put what we're learning in this program into action. For me, one of my favorite parts of the program is the people, and I really love the community that we have here in our program. I knew coming in that was a big thing for me, and being able to connect with those in the classes before me, and I really could tell that they were really genuine people that were really excited about sports psychology, but then also there's a big environment of collaboration and working together, and it's not a competitive program between our students. It's really, we want to help each other be the best, whatever it is that we're working towards becoming after we graduate from this program. And so that's really been true in my time here, is that we all really are, we love to be here, we love to be here together, and we support each other, and we all kind of share our experiences and try to help further each other, which is, I think, really important. So for me, it's really that atmosphere and the other people that are in the program. So as I'm preparing to graduate, I'm really glad that I came here and really glad that I decided to pursue my master's in sports psychology. I've learned so much both in the sports psychology world, but then I've also just learned a lot kind of outside of that through the opportunities and experiences that I've had here, whether one-on-one interactions or actual kind of formal, my internship and learning through that applied experience. But then also I've learned a lot about myself just kind of going through a master's degree and being in Kentucky and being in Lexington. And so it's been just a great learning opportunity and a great exposure. I would really encourage people that are looking to go into sports psychology now to really try to figure out what they want to do with sports psychology, because there are so many opportunities to make it your own and to make an impact on sports psychology.